Hey everyone, Knauff here with Spartan Media, and today I want to talk about SEO. This is one of the things that I get asked a lot. A lot of people, either they don't know what it is, they don't understand it, or they've got a lot of misinformation, right? You go out there and you read an article on a blog somewhere, or maybe some forum post. Ultimately, if you don't know what you're doing, whether you're trying to do it yourself or you're hiring an agency, that can end up penalizing your website. So it's important that if this is something you're trying to do, either yourself or through an agency, that you know what you're looking at. So what I want to do is break down SEO in a way that most people can understand, right? I understand that not everybody is involved in this industry, so the things that to me are second nature probably aren't to you. So I want to break this down in real simple terms today. So ultimately you've got three core factors when it comes to SEO. You've got your technical aspects. This is what most people think of when they think of SEO. This is how the website's coded, how quickly it loads, the proper use of semantic HTML, alt text tags for images, things like this. Now for most websites, this is going to have a fairly minimal effect because there's not enough pages on the site for that to really carry a lot of weight. You know, you've probably got maybe 5, 10, 20, 50 pages. Those kind of changes, while they are important, they're not going to have the same kind of impact for a website like that they would for a site that's got maybe 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 pages. So while those are important, it's not your top priority. Your top priority are the other two factors. That's your links, the inbound links. These are links from other websites pointing to your website. Now, these have to meet a couple of criteria. These have to be relevant. So if you're a home builder and you've got a bunch of links from bowling alleys and auto parts stores and things like that, that's not relevant. So that's not going to really carry any weight for you. So they need to be relevant, but they also need to be authoritative. So if you've got a bunch of sites that aren't ranking for anything that are linking to you, that's not really going to carry any weight. They need to be sites that are trusted, sites that a bunch of other websites are linking to. And these have to be generally an editorial type of link, which means they're naturally given. It's not something you went out and paid for. It's not another site that you own that you're linking to that site. It has to be linking to the site, to your site, because of the merits of your site. No other reason. And then the final factor is the content. This is the content on your site. The pages that you have within your site, the blog posts that you have. You need to be producing regular content. Typically I aim for 1,000 words is kind of our minimum starting point for any content we're producing. There are going to be kind of outliers where the content's going to be a little bit shorter, and that's okay if that's kind of the most that needs to be said about a topic. But for the most part, the longer the content is, the better it will rank. So you need to be producing this content on a regular basis. Generally, once a week is kind of the minimum starting point there. And it needs to be useful and informative content, something that the user is actually going to find valuable, not just something that you're writing just for the sake of writing it. It also has to be well written. So Google actually looks at the quality of the content. They look at the writing level. You've got a bunch of different types of ways to score that. And I'll drop links to a couple of the tools for that in the description here below. But basically that's what it comes down to. Your technical SEO, that's how the site's coded, how it's structured, semantic HTML, all of that. You've got the links from other relevant and authoritative sites, editorial links, not just any links, and not paid links. And then you've got the content. This is the valuable, useful information that you're writing on your site, pages and blog posts. Hope that answers any questions you guys may have had. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Thanks everybody. Also go ahead and be sure to subscribe. Thanks.